Minnesota Fighting Viking superstar edge rusher Danielle "The Real Deal" Hunter revised his contract and showed up for mandatory minicamp this week, but the lingering question is still, how's 99's health? And head coach Mike Zimmer was asked by the local media jackals, who finally have the stones to ask questions about Danielle. It's crazy. They asked about Hunter's health. Zimmer said this, quote, "I saw him, for the first time a couple days ago. I guess it was. He came up and gave me a big hug. It's really hard to say. We weren't sure he was obviously healthy until he came in and did his physical. He looks fantastic and should be ready to go. All the other stuff, the money part and the contract, all that, it's out of my pay grade," end quote. Now, yeah, you could talk about Zimmer saying he looks good, and that, of course, is good. But I don't know. I don't trust Zimmer ever since he said that the Titanic was just a tweak. It's whatever. But under the radar, buried the lead. They talked about his physical and checked the boxes. Going to be good to go there. And I'm sure the Vikings wouldn't have revised his contract if Hunter did not pass his physical. So that's big. And Hunter was not strapped up in the rugby helmets and did not work out with the team yesterday. There were some shots of him hitting some pads, except that might have been just for the cameras. Nah. And I will say that Danielle looks even more Jack City than usual, man. Woo. And I say hold him out as long as possible. Like, it doesn't really matter if he's getting in work now in June or even the beginning of training camp. Be sure that that neck is 100% or as close to 100% as you can possibly get it, and get into training camp before you really start getting him going, and then progress him along. Take it slow. Eventually put the helmet on. Eventually put on some pads. Eventually light contact. Eventually full contact, and maybe even some preseason. Even start him off on a pitch count to start the season, if that's what it takes, if that's what is needed, because I would hate to have a setback for Danielle at this stage of his career. He's already lost a year, and hopefully he can resume his pace to become a first ballot Hall of Famer. But it's great to see him out there. It's great that Zim, who don't broke no BS, unless, again, we're talking about tweaks, saying that he's good to go. But like we said, the lead is buried. He passed his physical, and he's ready to rock and roll. And the Vikings need Danielle to become old Danielle again, and he is the key to potentially top 5 defense, just getting after it, rushing the passer, as well as setting the edge against the run. So everything's looking good. Everything feels a little bit too good. And as a Vikings fan, that's when you worry, man. It's like, oh, everything's going our way. I don't like it. I'm always suspicious. Suspicious hippo eyes, but it's whatever. But your thoughts? Zimmer saying that Danielle's good to go. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Viking takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.